We're with Daniel Cox, Examiner.com. Daniel, thanks for taking some time with us. We're early in the combine season. We've just got here today, we got settled in, but never too early to start looking ahead. What are you looking to report on at the combine and go ahead and tell fans about?
Yeah, well, obviously it's my first time here, but I just looked, looking to talk to some players, have some ideas on maybe what I think, the Falcons might be looking at, some position groups, maybe try to talk to some of the guys that, just based on, some history, watching Dimitrov and the Falcons, maybe what I think they might do. So, kind of like some guys, some hand-picked guys from each position group we're looking to maybe try to talk to and get a feel for if they'd be one of those fits for the Falcons.
Do you agree with the media at large that, again, it's going to be defense, best defensive player available at 19 or 20?
Let's hope it's 19, first of all. But, yeah, I really believe that it's going to be a defensive player. I think that across the board, people believe it's either going to be a defensive end, somebody that can rush the passer, or a cornerback. I have my own opinions on that, but I'm a big believer in guys that can get to the quarterback. I think that's one of the most important things on defense. I think they would be very wise to go in that direction and maybe do some other things with cornerback and maybe get a little more experience in that area as opposed to Chris Owens is doing a nice job, and I think he's expected to come back and battle for a starting job, and I think it might be questionable to put a rookie out there as well. I mean, bottom line is, that first round pick needs to be a guy that's going to come in and start from day one, and I think defensive end might be that position for him.
Who would you see available there? I mean, obviously an intriguing name, Jason Pierre-Paul from South Florida might be there. You got Brandon Graham from Michigan. Anybody that you think might be a better fit for the Falcons than another?
Yeah, Brandon Graham is a guy that, you watch him play, and he's so, Mike Mayock said on Tuesday on his conference call, he's got one of the best motors here in the combine, and, I think when teams talk to him, they're going to really be impressed by his attitude and just the way he approaches the game. He's a little undersized, so that may be a tough fit for him. But I feel like the Falcons are going to like some of the things about him. Jason Pierre-Paul, I think he's going to be gone. I think some team's going to fall in love with his measurables here, and he's going to get picked pretty high. He's the talent's there, at least that's what people say, but he's only really played a season in big-time college football, and that season went well for him, but I don't think that would be a good fit for the Falcons. Brandon Graham could be there. Any number of some of those 3-4 linebackers, it's questionable they could play D end or outside linebacker. Ricky Sapp, the guy that comes to mind, but I'm really impressed by Brandon Graham, and if I were a betting man, that's what I would bet on today.
Well, you also got corner there. There's going to be a lot of guys available. 19, 20, as you said, hopefully 19. We'll find out on Friday with the coin flip there on that decision. But who's your favorite corner out of the group?
I love Cal Wilson. He's just watching him play. He just plays with a style that Coach Smith seems like he would like. And again, when I think about players, I think about whether they would fit with the Falcons, at least what I see, of the Falcons, and I think they have a certain mentality, and they play a certain way, and they approach the game a certain way. Some guys like Pierre-Paul Cox, some guys with some questionable character, judgment issues. I don't think they're bad guys, but they just made some questionable decisions at some various points. I really don't think they're going to be in the mix unless they interview really well. But Cal Wilson, for me, is top of the class. Of course, Joe Hayden, but he's not going to be there. But Cal Wilson's up there. Jerome Murphy's a guy that Mike Mayock likes a lot. He talks about him being a real physical player. He's like a second-round kind of guy. So, I think there could be a good guy, to develop in the third round for the Falcons to really consider.
Well, Daniel, we'll let you get back to work. And Daniel Cox, the Atlanta Falcons Examiner and Examiner.com. Also be able to read some of your work on AtlantaFalcons.com later this week. So we thank you for helping us out, and we'll let you get back to the media room.
All right, thank you.